and growth consultant and advisor. He does business development, finance, advising, sales, and marketing. So he's the man when it comes to international monetary exchange. Please welcome Jason Kumpf.
Thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you to the Santa Clara Association of Realtors for having this event. I think it's important. There's a lot of global buyers out there. I'm an ex-realtor. I sold property in Florida, New York, and the Caribbean. International buyers in all those places. U.S. buyers in the Caribbean, so it's kind of the reverse. It's interesting to deal with. And it's a growing segment of the population. So we see that at USForex. I'm going to get into how that benefits you guys. So, international buyers. What does everyone care about? The total cost, the price, what they can do to save money on that. We have clients that want to save money, that then negotiate for a better price, over a few $1,000s. We heard about asking you about your commission. That is it 6%? Why are you getting paid so much off my few $100,000 or millions of dollars? And these are some of the questions that obviously we know you guys get asked, and some of the questions we hope we can answer for you. International clients, they want a great deal from hopefully a great realtor that you are. They're asking you to provide a lot of value for services, for what you provide to them, for your commission. They want to simplify the process and help. You should help them save their money, obviously. So, one of the things that we know about really well, and some of the foreign transactions that we want to make you aware of, is when someone has $1 million to buy a house in Santa Clara, what is that real price to them? If they're a foreign national, they're going around the U.S. If they're Indian, they're thinking, how many Indian rupees is this? Just like if you go down to Mexico or you travel to Europe, you're transferring everything into dollars. Well, how many dollars is this? And that's what really matters to you, because you're making your money in dollars, not in euros, not in rupees, not in yen. So they're doing the same thing. So it's important for you to understand at that money how much are they paying in their real currency. So a lot of you may think, and a lot of people in the U.S. feel, there's a $15, $45 transaction fee. The bank or their provider sends over the $1 million equivalent of rupees, yen, euros to the U.S. That's not the whole picture. The whole picture is there's a second fee, the margin fee. Some people may kind of intuitively know there's a margin baked into the exchange rate, but really don't know how big that rate is. We see this on a daily basis. We processed 14 billion last year, and that margin fee is maybe even more than your commission. We see margins even above 6%. So that fee they're asking you, you're working your tail off to get a deal done. In literally seconds, the transaction's pulling that out of their money. So that's something that you can instantly, if they're not using an FX brokerage firm or they're not getting the best rate, it's an instant savings you can provide your clients right away. That either gives them more buying power here in the U.S., gives them more savings back home. So on a $100,000 transaction, for example, that fee is not the $45 or $20 or $100 or $15 or sometimes waived. It can be $1,000, yeah, question?
What would be your commission?
So our commission is like $200. Yeah, so that's savings. So here it is, just kind of repeating it again, like that's one of the larger fees they're going to face in their transaction, and you now know about it. They may know about it. We have a lot of realtors that recommend us, use us. Guys like Jim have it on their website, and it's a really easy educational process of 5 seconds. This is what this is the rate you're getting. We ask people compare the rate you're getting from whatever institution you're getting from now, and compare it with a rate you can find with a company like us. Basically, going a little bit, we did 14 billion last year. We're backed by the Carlyle Group, which is a $180 billion private equity group, and Excel Partners, which is a local Silicon Valley venture capital firm. We recently went public. We're an Australian company, so we've got offices in Sydney, Toronto, Hong Kong, London, San Francisco. Worked with 100,000 clients last year. Global presence all over the place, so we've got local domestic accounts. So the transactions are basically the next day. If you've got a client in Canada that needs to send money down here for closing, that gets right here. Even Canada can be same day, but usually it's the next day from Europe, Hong Kong as well. Some of our banking partners, so we've got banks all over the world that the money sits in. We're fully regulated. It's a highly regulated industry, and that's very important. Basically, what we give you is smarter pricing. It's a simple online platform. It takes about 30 seconds for a client to sign up, so it's really, really easy to use. They talk to a dedicated foreign exchange trader on the phone. They can ask them questions. We can give them information on what's coming up. Right now, the dollar's a little bit stronger to the euro. That can be a 5% chip. That's a big price differential for them. You can lock in rates, save that 5%. We're international real estate specialists. About almost a third of our business, of that $14 billion, is real estate. So we see those transactions go through and helping facilitate those. Some of our strategic partners are Financial Times, which is the largest financial, it's like the Wall Street Journal, London, Globe and Mail, in Canada, Travel Guard, ING Direct, you guys may know them. We're the backbone for those financial institutions. We obviously work with a lot of wealth managers, financial advisors, real estate investment groups, obviously a lot of agents, a lot of brokerages, mortgage houses, etc. So this is our platform. It's really simple. Put in the deal. So you have X amount you're trying to sell, or you can put I need. So in this instance, the client had 12,000 pounds standing abroad. Puts in the number. We give you the rate right there. So with that rate, you can go and check the rate, compare us to whoever else you want to compare us to. Then you put in the beneficiary. You choose the beneficiary you have. It's the title escrow, the seller, friends, family, business associate, etc. And then hit finalize transaction. Confirmed, and you're done. So we're a technology platform, but we can save you. How we can save you? Some of the transactions. These are obviously sanitized transactions, but previous transactions. And so these are some of the savings you see. It's pretty ridiculous. When I first joined the company, I've lived abroad my whole life. Europe, Middle East, Latin America, well-traveled throughout Asia. I've been sending money all over. I had no clue. And then when you see savings of tens of thousands of dollars, it really blows you away. We're all over the Financial Times, Bloomberg, CNBC. We're growing, I think last year, 50% growth, and growing like crazy because it's such a basically a no-brainer deal. And then here's just some more information. We partner with Realtors, easy to work with, know the business really well. And that's it. Any questions?
Let me just get one clarification.
Sure.
For example, that the State Bank of India in India, they quote the price that today's rupee is versus so much dollars.
Yes.
And if we buy the dollars from that, they will just transmit that, but of that $45.
Right.
How does your company will do this? It will be even doing better than what State Bank of
Yeah,
India
so
is doing?
the State Bank of India or any bank, if you walk into a bank, there's a stated rate for the day, right? They give you, that's the rate. The real rate's the interbank rate, which is kind of how all the banks trade, and then everyone puts their margin on it. So what you're getting is a retail margin. And so they've added their percentage onto that,
Thanks.
and that's basically
That's
it.
right.
So we just do a lot less. That's it.
Can you put your contact?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Do you have a platform like CS which is open 24/7?
Yeah,
Is
we're-
it jet lag?
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. Do we have a platform that's open 24/7? So the answer is yes. So we've got offices worldwide. We're open 24/7. All of our agents are in-house, meaning they directly work for us. And if you call late at night here, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., you may get one of our agents out of Hong Kong or Sydney or Auckland. If you call really early in the morning, maybe you'll get one of our guys in London or Toronto, but they'll have access to the details and all that stuff and can help you. They'll walk you through the transaction. They'll know everything about it, so there's no issue about, oh, the banker's not available until tomorrow morning. Someone's available all the time. We get that a lot, actually. And we know exactly where your money is. Yeah.
Thank God. Give him a hand.
Thank you.
Thank you.